Hey everybody, couple of announcements, need to knows before we dive right into the bonus resource. First of all, as you may have heard, hopefully heard this last weekend, Timberline Church this month is celebrating 100 years as a church. Awesome legacy that has been in this area longer than any of us have. That means that there were people planting the spiritual seeds way before any of us even came into existence. So that's something to wrap our heads around, and then take that and expand it to the vastness, the awesomeness of God long before even that. Love celebrating that Timberline Church is 100 years old, and love celebrating that this campus on Christmas Eve this year, 2021, we are celebrating that this campus is 10 years old. So obviously on Christmas Eve, short services, Jesus gets the focus. We can all agree on that. But leading up to that, I'm going to give you, let you in on a little something. Leading up to that, we thought, hey, how do we celebrate this in a way that really honors this campus and the heart and the legacy of this campus? Because drawing all the focus onto us it kind of seems a little silly. It's fine. But here's what's so compelling. On December 5th and December 12th, those two Sundays, we want to celebrate the legacy and the heart of this campus by ensuring that the community that we partner with and love is blessed by us. So we're going to invite some local organizations in so that we can bless them with extra financial support on top of what we already do, and just allow them to have exposure to our congregation and vice versa. Because the way we see it, look, if we are blessing this community, if we are serving as a blessing to the parachurch and church organizations in this community and lifting up the kingdom of God by what we do, then that's one way to celebrate the legacy in the heart of this church. So looking forward to that on the weekends of December 5th and December 12th. So for the bonus resource, I want to get to a few challenges because, man, you definitely have your work cut out for you. What a timely and relevant message, and then digging deeper all of this is. You got your work cut out for you in unpacking these questions, and I'm going to get to the question that I shared in the service at the end. I shared a particularly challenging question, and I'll share that at the end. But first, something that I wasn't able to get to, but that is definitely a piece of this message. Not all sickness is connected to specific sins, but apparently some is. Look at verses 15 through 16 of James 5. Discuss how physical sickness and spiritual sin might be connected. Now, as always, we should check our hearts and live our lives fully in integrity before God, as well as those who are spiritually equipped around us. So that includes the righteous, those that are righteous, as well as not just elders, the people of the church, as pray for one another is directed to all that James is addressing. And so all that to just kind of unpack, what is James talking about here is the role for the whole church. The elders, yes, but the whole church as well. All right, secondly, in accordance with James, are there any ways your group can care for someone who is sick in faith and in action? Is there any ways that your group can extend care for someone that is sick? And maybe or is there any way that your group can support someone that's in healthcare? Because these are the people representing that heart and that passion and that drive of Christians. And lastly, how can we be thankful when the gift, this is the question that I mentioned in the midst of the message. How can we be thankful when the gift of healing is given in some situations, but not in others? May we come to God in both our suffering and on behalf of those who are suffering when we're cheerful. Whole people always talk to God. Let's live that out in our lives. Have a great week. I'm very thankful for you. Happy Thanksgiving.